this. It's two dudes on a couch.
You're listening to the Two Dudes on a Couch podcast. What's going on, everybody? My name is Skylar Cheney.
I'm Logan.
And this is the Two Dudes on a Couch podcast, episode 0?
Yeah, I guess 0 is a good indication. I guess a good starting point.
0 is a good number.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an official episode. We're just kind of here.
This is kind of the prelude or the introduction episode to our first podcast, the Two Dudes on a Couch podcast. Today we're just going to kind of talk about who we are, what this podcast is going to be about, what this channel is going to be about, and just a little bit of everything. But before we get into the channel and the podcast and all that good jazz, we're going to be conceited and talk about ourselves a little bit and give you a rundown of who we are.
Sounds good.
So, we're starting off fresh. This is episode 0. I'm Skylar. I'm a video production student at Pellissippi State in Knoxville, Tennessee. I've been making videos basically since I was like in elementary school. I used to do a little bit of stop motion animation. I would make some like home videos with my friends. We used to do backyard wrestling, which was always a fun thing in middle school and even in early high school. We'd go out and, make our own backyard wrestling shows, and it was tons of fun.
Yeah, we still have that footage somewhere.
So,
it's a treat for anybody who wants to see a lot of ass crack and awful wrestling.
My life. Ass and wrestling. So, I don't know, we've always filmed stuff, always made funny videos and stuff like that. And now, going to Pellissippi State, me and Logan have actually both done time at Pellissippi.
He's done more time than I have. I mean, I kind of just left school because it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's not for everybody, but
yeah.
we both have experience making video stuff, and this is kind of Logan's first shot at doing a podcast. Have you ever made a podcast before?
I've not. The only thing I've done are really cringy like lyric videos on YouTube.
Wait,
of like Hollywood Undead songs.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you did this.
Yeah.
I'll probably listen to those. Probably put those on in my script.
I think I had one that got 100,000 views, and then I think it got copywritten or something.
I was about to say, did you ever get flagged for that?
I think like Universal wanted their money, or whoever it was that owned the record company.
What did you use Movie Maker?
Yeah, I used one of those Movie Maker. I just threw it all on there, and I put pictures in there and intercut it and everything. It's actually a solid editing job for an 11-year-old.
I mean, that's actually pretty damn cool. I'm not gonna judge. I mean, I use Movie Maker to make random stuff. I used to have a vlog when I was like 10.
I think this was back when like YouTube, you could actually edit your channel to where it looked like a MySpace page, and you could like edit like the background of the website and of your channel, like your profile picture and like everything you had on there.
But yeah, I remember you could used to like put a backdrop and like have an overlay of like a cover photo behind your channel, which was cool. But yeah, so we have experience making videos and short films and all that good stuff, but this is kind of our first shot at doing a podcast, so bear with us.
Yeah, we're learning.
We're learning as we go. I'm sure over time we're probably going to get better quality equipment. Mm-hmm. Right now we're using a Samson Go mic. We are not sponsored by Samson. I don't honestly know if Samson's still in business, but I love this microphone.
I mean, if they are and they want to sponsor us, go ahead.
We will definitely talk about the Samson Go mic for money.
Yeah, we will. We'll sell out.
So, I guess we're here now. That's a little bit about me. Video production student. Former professional wrestler.
Yep.
Around the East Tennessee area. So, that was always a fun time in my life. Got to travel and do that. Been around the entertainment business and industry a little bit here and there. And, yeah, that's pretty much me. What about you?
I'm not all that exciting like he is. I mean, I'm just your basic run-of-the-mill middle-class American. I go to work, I'll watch wrestling or football. I'm a weeb on part-time. I play games.
So we're just two regular dudes.
And I did go to community college with him. I had some pretty cool classes there. I did this class called Campus Broadcast, and basically it so it was there. Pellissippi has different campuses, and so on the Magnolia Avenue campus, they offered it in the PBS studios, and you got to learn from like people who have been in the business for 30 plus years. Like the teacher I had, his name was Chris, and he had been doing it for like 25 years. And he did work for SEC Network, all the local news networks around here, and everything. And then my other teacher, Tom, who was in the Next Level Up class, he's got his start in like a Kentucky like broadcast company. I can't remember what it's called, but he's been everywhere. He's done everything like Chris has. But he's like a big time manager for Channel 6 News, and he gets like all the stuff out. He makes sure everything's like tidied up. And like the cool thing about East Tennessee is, in that news station, it's in a mansion. It's like an 1800s mansion. But it's like this giant like mansion from like the 1800s, and they've like completely redone the inside of it to make it like a production studio. It's pretty neat. And then PBS isn't nothing like too like crazy. There's some stuff that they have that's outdated. They've got some stuff that's caught up to the times. And I think also because PBS is, you know, a non-profit.
Yeah, so they use whatever equipment.
They use what they get by with. They put out some good shows. They do.
What do they do over there? I know they do like probably like animation stuff, like kids PBS Kids.
That's they run that on their on like the main network.
Yeah.
So like, excuse me, like the main company runs all the animation stuff, and the PBS around here they run like 3 different shows. They do one called Missy Kane's Fit and Fun. She's actually a really cool person. So she'll have people on there and they'll talk about their lives or what their job is or whatever it is. And they'll be exercising and she'll do all the exercises. And they do they show pictures of trips they've been on or whatever. And it's like
a fitness show?
Basically that's all it is. And then they do the Scholars Bowl. There's one show, it's like a Western show, but they perform music on there. It's like bluegrass music. It's a pretty neat little thing.
That's cool. So yeah, you've had experience at PBS.
Mm-hmm. Like at PBS, I ran like the cameras, the switcher, and stuff like that. The switcher is pretty neat. It's like this big high tech thing, and they got all kinds of like buttons on there that do specific things. Like you can fade, you can wipe. There's like you switch to the cameras and all that. It's a big high tech thing. It's like a $200,000 piece
at PBS.
Yes.
Wow, that's not like the Pellissippi switcher. It's like just, I mean, it's good to learn on, but that's pretty cool. I think it's funny, the story about, I guess I was out of town all night or something. I really don't know what I was doing, and you're supposed to interview me at PBS.
Oh, yeah, I had a project.
And I saved your ass.
I was supposed to, it was an interview.
Saved my ass.
It was a 3-shot interview. And the set was, there was 2 chairs. I was the host, I sat in one chair. But it would intercut between me and him talking, and like it was like 5 minutes long.
So it was supposed to be a one-on-one interview.
Yeah, it was a one-on-one interview. It was kind of like a almost like a CNN type interview, like one of those kind of things. But he was out of town doing his wrestling shtick, and he had a friend of his in a class that he has come in and fill in for me, and that was like, if he didn't show up, I would have failed that class.
Thank you, Kobe. I still owe you lunch for saving my ass that day.
He came in the clutch.
He did. I woke up Kobe at like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, the class started at 8:50 in the morning.
Kobe, he's a actor, and I think he does some stage theater stuff like that, and he also went to Pellissippi State. Me and him have done a handful of short films together for some classes. And I was like, I'm supposed to have an interview at PBS this morning for Logan. Wait, I can handle this? I don't get up.
And he lives like 5 minutes from where the class is, so it worked out.
Not me, Kobe.
Yeah.
So when I asked Kobe, I was like, Kobe, please fill in. Just talk about your theater stuff and your acting. I don't really even know what did he talk about mostly.
I don't remember. It was his acting. It was acting. Yeah. I had to produce it, so I wasn't the one interviewing him. I know I said earlier I was on the interview set. It was somebody else interviewing them, and it was like a group project, kind of. But I was the one who produced it, and there was another person playing the interviewer talent while I was upstairs running the switcher and stuff like that.
Well, that sounds like... Was that your final project?
No, it was like the second to last project.
See, for my campus broadcast class, because we had the same classes, but we were on different campuses at times, my professor was like a producer at Jewelry Television.
Yeah.
And he's pretty prominent around the area. I think that's the right word. But he's well known and he knows how to get the job done.
Yeah.
Dude's a hard worker. So we had to do things right. And when my final project came around where I had to produce a full newscast, we had to do like 3 or 4 stories that we wrote. We would have to produce it, be over the talent, be over the switcher and the production, just the whole shebang.
Yep.
And it's funny that I had to bring in like a video to play over like the green screen. And I also had to bring a video in to like show of like a field interview. So me and Logan, we went down to a church and I was like, what's something funny that we could do? And
a holy brawl broke out at the church.
the holy brawl. So when I went in there, I showed a video of me and Logan like doing like a field interview, reporting a story of these nuns who got in a fight over the holy water. Somebody was selling holy water.
Yeah, they were illegally selling holy water. And they got in a fight over it.
This wasn't a real story.
No,
I totally just bullshitted this thing. But it was pretty funny. We were like, damn, this thing's due like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, where can we go and how can we get this done real quick?
Yeah.
There's a church right beside my house, and I'm like, screw it. Let's go down here and make a story about some nuns. So we just totally BS the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, you know, we both got to work in the studio, which was pretty cool. What did you think about being in the studio setting, like when it came to being at Pellissippi?
Oh, well, I think our studio experiences were different. Like, mine, I really enjoyed it. It made me, I was really interested in live television because I took that class. And, the differences between the Pellissippi set and the PBS set were pretty large in scale. I mean, Pellissippi had nicer equipment, but PBS also built their sets, and they'd have their sets built within, 5 to 10 minutes. That's how fast they were. Because they're experienced. They've been building sets for 30, 40 years.
So these weren't students. These were actually employees.
They had employees and students.
And they were teaching the students how to do it.
Yeah, and there was this, I can't remember the guy's name, but he did, he ran all the audio, he built the sets. He got it done instantly almost. It was crazy how fast he did it.
Man, that's how Ring of Honor was when we were building their sets. That one day I helped out in Nashville, I volunteered to set up and do streamers and set up the entranceway for Ring of Honor Wrestling in Nashville. And, we get into the arena. The ring's already set up,
And if you're not a wrestling fan, Ring of Honor is, the third biggest wrestling promotion in the world behind WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and so I guess it's the fourth biggest because AEW is starting up now, but
Ring of Honor is very big in the wrestling community.
They've been around for almost 20 years now.
So, I mean, obviously very professional. You walk in and the ring's set up as soon as everybody gets in the building.
Yep.
And that ring is a heavy ring. Those corners were huge. But, instantly everything is put up. Those guys don't play games. When you're in a big studio setting or a big live event setting, those kind of things have to get done quickly because there's a lot of setup, a lot of management. But Pellissippi's studio, being in class, we got to be around a bunch of equipment, a bunch of cameras, backdrops.
Most of the professors have had in-field experience teaching what they teach. And so, there's the audio teacher, I can't remember his name, Misha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's spent 20 years in the audio industry. And he's done all these, he's produced a bunch of concerts and stuff. It's just pretty neat.
It's really cool to been able to have the opportunity to work in an actual studio around real equipment.
Yeah, because people who know what they're doing too, teaching.
And I didn't go to the University of Tennessee. I would have loved to in a lot of ways, but I've heard the video production classes over there, you don't really even touch a camera until you're helping out at the Vols games. And
so
stuff like that.
Their video production program is centered around all their sports, and they have really high quality production for college students doing it. And I mean, it's a big SEC school. They're bringing in millions of dollars a year, so I guess they're gonna have top of the line equipment. I mean, hell, the head football coach has his own radio show.
Is that ran by students?
It's ran by students. They don't pay anybody to do it. It's all run by students, and they got a really nice studio on UT campus. I guess we should stop going off about our schools and all of our experiences. We should probably actually delve into what people actually care about.
Probably. We talk about ourselves too much.
Yeah,
but
we're pretty conceited, I guess.
Point being, we love making things. We love creating. Now we're here bringing a podcast to you. I guess we'll talk about a little bit about what this podcast is going to be. As you can tell, we're probably just going to talk about anything that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Current events, funny stuff we find on the internet. Just like, like random stuff, man.
Just stuff we like. I mean,
the whole reason behind, this channel starting up right now, we've had the idea for a long time. We come up with these random ass jokes that make us laugh, and we come up with some elaborate stuff.
mm-hmm.
So we finally got to the point where we're like, you know what, let's just put this stuff out here and see if it sticks.
Yeah.
So, for the channel, when we make skits, game reviews, movie reviews, there's going to be a lot of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
This podcast, we're just going to do basically anything we feel like doing. We're going to have tons of guests. We're just going to have fun doing this, man.
That's all. That's the whole point of it. Just have fun.
Have fun and
See where it
dick
takes us.
around, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this out of Maryville, Tennessee, and so far, God, we started the channel a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Uploaded our first video, I think, the first of the month.
A few days ago.
And we started a Facebook page last night.
And we've almost got 100 people.
And it's been less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
So
It's crazy.
We're really just privileged and very happy to get this thing on the roll here and
Mm-hmm.
get the show on the road. But yeah, tons of funny skits. And another thing, too, that we've been tossing around is we're thinking about featuring other, talent.
Yeah.
Other comedians, some other people who do movie reviews, game reviews on this channel, and kind of make a community out of it. And
By any stretch, we are not comedians.
no,
We are just two random guys
on a couch.
who sometimes say things that are funny.
Exactly. We know some really talented people, though, from Pellissippi and just, people around
in
the
life in
Knoxville area.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we want to be pretty inclusive, and for sure, if any of y'all listen to this and you want to send us something funny that you think maybe we should talk about, feel free.
Yeah, email us any suggestions or just post on our Facebook page. That's the best way to reach us.
Facebook, definitely.
Or our Twitter. We just started all this social media. So, if you want to reach us, just send something out there to our social medias, and he'll plug them in there at the end when he does all the fancy editing for this.
Oh, yeah.
But-
Definitely. But, yeah, we're going to feature some more people on this channel, whether it be on this podcast or on different videos. We already have a few playlists made, but we don't have any videos in them yet. So we're going to definitely get to that. But just be on the lookout for, plenty of content coming out soon. And while you're at it, you could go ahead and check out my YouTube channel while you're waiting. I guess I'll just plug me a little bit. But yeah, so we're here, two guys on a couch talking about random shit that makes us laugh. It's a great life that we live.
That's who we are.
That's pretty much all I got for episode 0. It's quick and to the point.
Yeah.
And we plan on doing like a 30-minute format, for...
In the beginning, it'll probably be a half hour, and to the point where we're starting to feel more comfortable and we're getting more people on here, it'll probably go to an hour at max. But most of the time, expect anywhere from 20 minutes to 45-minute long episodes. Nothing too crazy, just enough to get you through your lunch break or whatever. Whenever you're listening to this, day, night, evening, whatever.
If you're driving down the road and you're like,
Mhm.
hey, I feel like listening to random jackasses talk about movies, games, or,
Anything.
you can turn us on. I'm Skylar Cheney,
I'm Logan.
and we're two dudes on a couch. I hope you've enjoyed this short, yet very, very sweet podcast that we've put on here today.
Yeah, I think we've rambled a lot. We've rambled enough, I guess, to end it.
I think that's who we are,
Yeah.
ramblers.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you all for listening. We really appreciate you all. And eventually, too, we'd love to promote some local music in the Knoxville scene. And hell, just on the internet,
anywhere.
anywhere.
If you've got a band or you're just a singer on your own, just hit us up. We'll feature your music at the end of the podcast.
Oh, definitely.
Or if you have any kind of talent, we'll feature you.
If you juggle, I don't know how we're going to put that on a podcast unless we film it.
Yeah.
But, we can do commentary over some
Yeah, I
juggling.
guess so. We can play the video that they send us of them juggling and be like, oh man, by God!
The balls are in the air. wait.
Those balls have families, damn it!
So, thanks guys for listening. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. We will talk to you soon. Listen, talk.
You'll
see.
hear our voices again at some point.
Thank you for saving me right there.
You're welcome. See you guys.
Bye.